Hello, this video is to show how we can try to weaken the spring on a corda pedal on the Steinway. So as you press it down and up, it's quite heavy, and I have a client who's bought one, and the problem is that she says it's much heavier than her previous piano, which was a modern Kawai. The problem is that Steinways have a double spring. So as I press the pedal, you can see that spring at the front. Well, there's one at the back as well. We'll see in a minute. So you can see there's a double spring, a front part and the back part. Let's look at a Bechstein and a Bosendorf. Here we have Bechstein. You can see there's just a single spring. There's no front part to it, just the back part here, no front at all. So longer spring. Now here's Bosendorf. It is much lighter to push, and it's very similar to the Kawai that she had before. And there's the spring, similar size to the Kawai one. The Kawai's gone out now, unfortunately, so I can't show you the exact piano, but these are very similar. So most pianos have this leaf spring going backwards. Actually, it's very awkward for the Steinway, as you'll see in a minute. Now back to the Steinway, this extra spring at the front is actually very awkward to push the action in, and technicians do grumble about this because it's a fight sometimes to get the action in straight. So there's the Steinway spring. What we're intending to do is to weaken the top here, put an adjustment on by putting a screw about there. The idea is to be able to push this back, and it's quite a lot of tension. It really is quite tough. So it's understandable that with both front and back, it is very heavy to push. That'll please, hopefully it'll work, and hopefully it'll please a lot of technicians if we can. I'm not going to patent it, but the idea is to be able to see what to do so that you could try yourself. We don't know if it's going to work yet, so we're going to drive a screw in about there. That'll enable us to bend this backwards, and hopefully that'll reduce the tension and make it easier to using the corda pedal. So now we're just removing the leaf spring, and then we'll have it'll be quite hard to drill through because it's hardened steel, so we need a very strong drill bit for that. And now we need to mark with some sort of punch. You need to mark where the hole's going to go, just so that the drill doesn't wander around. So we're going to drill through there to make the hole for the screw to go in. So we replaced the spring here, and there's the screw hole made. We need to find the right size screw. Of course, the danger is that you could go right through the piano, so you have to get the right length of screw. Now the width of the case here is 5 centimeters here, but be careful because you've got 1 centimeter less there, as you can see. And then really with the veneer as well, I would say 3.5 centimeters is the maximum that you've got to play with there. So be very careful the length of screw that you choose. So we're putting this in as tight as we possibly can, and we're nearly there now. So the screw, we're starting to move now a little bit, I think.
This is just a test, because
yeah, that's
we'll
right.
take it off afterwards and then put it
put there we are, it's starting to move. Not sure how far to move it in yet, are we?
Put a felt washer on it afterwards as well.
Yeah. So job's finished now. We come in 0.5 centimeter extra here. Sorry, my hand's in the way there. At the back there, that is 3 centimeters from the wood there to the end of the spring, and here's 2.5, so it's 0.5 centimeter different. It's much nicer putting the action in and out, by the way, for technicians, and it works. It seems to be a lot less strong, just about the same as the modern Kawai or Bosendorf that we restored. So this double spring, which you have in Steinways, obviously it's not as thick there, so we felt we still needed to have some power with this one. So job done. Well, hopefully that'll really be a great improvement for the client who asked for the corda pedal to be weakened. Thank you for listening.